It's 11:11. I literally haven't done any revision for like 2 days because it was my birthday and Leavers Day on the same day. And then after that I was doing stuff for my birthday. And then today I was also doing stuff for my birthday. So I literally just haven't had time to do any revision, which I'm trying to like remind myself is not the end of the world. Like I will live if I have done 2 days with no revision. It's just like kind of stressing me out. So I definitely need to do more tomorrow, especially because I have a chemistry exam on Monday and I haven't done as much revision for it as I'd like to. I had did some before the exams actually started, so I have like some stuff done obviously, but yeah, not as much as I'd like to have done. I think chemistry is probably my main focus tomorrow. Like I would happily sit there and do 8 hours of straight chemistry tomorrow. It is 9:08. I actually woke up at 7 and I just literally laid in bed for 2 hours. Surprisingly, I didn't fall back asleep, which is a very common thing for me. So I'm gonna get ready and I'm gonna kind of summarize what today is gonna be, hopefully. Also, I did get a new camera that I'm still trying to figure out, so if the footage looks a bit different, that would be why. I'm pretty much using this video as a motivator to do something, because if I'm filming it, then I have to commit to it and do it. So hopefully it will actually motivate me to like revise something. Like I said, my main focus today is chemistry, but also I want to do some English lit because we have like 14 poems. I think I have 6 of them memorized. I have the flashcards for them and everything, but I don't actually remember the flashcards, which is like the main thing. And then there's also like an unseen poetry thing that I need to hand in to my English teacher tomorrow, and I haven't done it, so I need to do that as well. So I think like my entire to-do list for today is chemistry and English. I think I have 4 exams next week, and the only other one that I need to like properly revise for is RE, because it's Christianity, which I can't really just like make stuff up. I actually have to know the content, and we literally finished Christianity like 2 weeks ago, so I'm very behind on that one, because usually I would revise it after school, like while I'm learning the content, but I didn't get the chance to do that because my teacher was somehow really behind, so we didn't finish paper 2 for ages. We finished paper 3 before paper 2 for some reason. I really don't know what the logic was behind that, but RE is probably less urgent than English and science. I feel like English and science are maybe a little bit more important, and it isn't like I know nothing for Christianity, and also like the last half of it was so recent that it's hard to forget, so there is hope for me yet. But yeah, like I said, chemistry is my main focus. I also did actually film a week 1 vlog for GCSEs, but I just couldn't be bothered to edit it because it was all on my phone and it was in like sections, and I had to upload it to my drive and then figure it out my laptop, and I was just like, oh my god, I can't do this, especially with like the amount of exams I have going on right now. I was like, I don't have time to be figuring out what days these were and like what times these were and everything, and I was like, I'm not doing that, I'm just gonna restart. Have I been really high exposure the entire time? Because I feel like I look really pale in this camera. I have been putting off revision for way too long, so I'm gonna actually get started now. Okay, I've done like 3-ish hours of chemistry, and I actually haven't even gone through that much. Like I've literally just have half of my list done. I've been doing this for 3 hours. I think part of that though was because I was doing all the required practicals for paper 1, because I'm terrible at chemistry practicals and they always come up as like a 6 marker and I just don't know them. So I wanted to make sure that I definitely had gone over those. So I have like a few random things to do. I mainly want to focus on the equations because I think they are my main weakness. Like required practicals and the equations are where I lose the most marks. So that's the plan. I'm not quite sure how long it's going to take, but then after that I will move on to English Lit. Guess who still hasn't done any English Lit revision whatsoever? I got through the like main list that I had for chemistry, which was like all the stuff that I kept getting wrong in past papers. So my only thing left for chemistry is to go through all the predictions, because I feel like they've been pretty accurate for the last few exams. They were literally spot on for my geography exam. Like every single prediction was right, and I'm kind of mad that I didn't use the predictions in my revision. I'm gonna go through the predictions as like a last minute kind of thing. I do need to do English Lit like now, otherwise I'm never gonna get around to it. And also I need to send the like poetry thing to my English teacher, which I still haven't done, and I can't really email him at like 9 PM like, hey, here's my work. So I'm gonna do that so I don't forget and so I actually have time to do it, and I'm just gonna pray that I have enough time for everything. Okay, it's 11:20. I just got back from my chemistry exam. It was like an okay exam. Like it was such a mid exam. It wasn't bad, it wasn't good. I feel like the questions are just always so random for paper 1. For paper 2 it feels a lot more like organized. I know paper 2 is meant to be like the harder one, but for me it's so much easier. I just like can't get my head around paper 1. I actually don't even know what I have tomorrow. I think I have English Lit tomorrow and then RE on Wednesday. I probably should know this. Yeah, English Lit paper 2 tomorrow. I am going to have to devote so much time to English Lit because I haven't gone over the majority of the poetry at all. Like I said, I have flashcards for it, but I don't know the flashcards. My strategy for a lot of the poems is I just learn 3 or 4 quotes from each, and then when I'm in the exam I can just like link which quotes work best with each other. Unseen poetry I'm like just completely lost on. I don't even know how I did my last mock with unseen poetry because my marks were all like in a weird order, so I never actually figured it out. I also need to go over the like character analysis for Inspectacles. I normally do the theme question, but I want to go over the characters as well just so I have both the options there. If I have time I'm going to go over some of the RE content for Christianity because I don't know most of it, but if not, it's not the end of the world because I have my English Lit exam tomorrow morning, so then I have the rest of the day to do RE stuff. Okay, so English Lit is the plan for today, I think. Okay, I have like half of poetry done. I hate poetry. Poetry for English Lit is my worst nightmare. I hate it. It's 12:04. I just got back from my English Lit exam. It was like half good, half bad. I feel like everyone was really happy that checking out my history was the poem, but I just hate that poem so much. I don't know how to analyze it. Like I don't really know what to say about it, and it was the poem that we had to do. I think I must have been sitting there for like 15 minutes trying to figure out what to say, and I eventually ended up comparing it to My Last Duchess. But the positive of the exam being just like done is that that is the end of English literature. I never have to do lit again. I'm so glad, which is very ironic considering like a few months ago I was going to take English Lit as like my 3rd subject in 6th form, which is just insane. I can't imagine anything worse. So tomorrow I have an RE exam. It's paper 2, so it's all the Christianity stuff. I've done like half of the topics. The rest that I need to do are like really specific things, so I can't just like use my prior knowledge of it. I have to like actually go through it again. So the rest of today I think is going to be just like RE revision. On Friday I have literally nothing, so I have no exams to like specifically revise for tomorrow, so I'll just kind of do anything, I guess. I think I'm just gonna have to blame my Spotify for absolutely wrecking my day, because why are these my recommendations? Liz McAlpine, Jeff Buckley, Conan Gray, and Phoebe Bridgers. What good is this combo gonna do me? It is 8:10 right now. I've been doing RE for so long, I can genuinely feel my brain cells melting. Like, I don't care that much about RE to be doing it this much. And it doesn't help that both of the exams are before half term, so it isn't like I have the break in between or anything. It's literally just RE. And it's not even like I'm done after this. Like, at least with English Lit, I had both exams in the first 2 weeks, but then I was done. RE just keeps going. There's another exam after the half term, and it's Buddhism, which is even harder than Christianity. Like, I don't even know. I have 2 more sections left to do that I just randomly found in the textbook, and I was like, oh my god, I never revised these. So I have 2 more left to do. I don't think they're gonna take me long. I'm hoping they won't take me long. I think it'll be like 10 minutes max, and then I'm just gonna give up. That is it. I don't think I can do any more than that. And also I need to shower, and I don't want to end up showering at like 9:30. So I'm gonna try and do it as quickly as I can. Honestly, I'm gonna say that I'll do my flashcards in the morning. In reality, I probably won't. It is 7:23. I actually don't know whether I need to be ready for like 8 or if my exam's in the afternoon, because I just assumed it was in the morning because all of my exams have been in the morning. And also I lost my timetable with all my actual like times on it, and then someone messaged me this morning and they were like, is the exam this afternoon? And I was like, I don't know. So I need to find out somehow, considering I literally don't have my timetable. I don't know where it went. I've been doing mostly history revision, which is very ironic considering my RE exam is literally in like 3 hours. But honestly, I feel like I've done mainly whatever I can do for RE. It's not like a huge amount of content, even though I keep convincing myself it is. The exam is literally only an hour, so they can't fit that much in. So I have gone over most of it, and I do like know what I'm doing. So my plan is like maybe an hour, half an hour before the exam, I'll just go over my flashcards again, make sure that it's definitely like in my mind, I definitely know it. Until then, I'm gonna do history because my next history exam is paper 2, so it's like Elizabeth and American West. Elizabeth I'm like mainly fine on, but I want to make sure that I have it done now so that I can focus on American West this half term because that's next week. So I was thinking if I have that entire week to do American West, then hopefully I should like improve in it. I know everything but the wars. I just can't get my head around the conflicts in American West. Like I can't tell the difference between them. I think I've said this before, I just like don't know how to distinguish between them, so I need to figure that out somehow. But I'd rather know that I have at least one half of that paper done and I know all the Elizabeth stuff. So I've been going through the like first half of it. I found like the best method ever for history, and it's really specific. I figured out that if I just like read my notes and then I try and remember them, I write them down in like a notebook and then I write them on the mind map, it works. It's a lot of writing and it's a lot of thinking, but it works. There's probably a more efficient way to do it, but if I do this I know that I'm actually going to remember it. So yeah, the plan is to just do as much of Elizabeth as I can. I'm hoping I can get through like at least half of it. Got back from my RE exam. The questions were so bad. It wasn't even like I didn't know the content for them. I knew what to say, but I feel like they were just worded so strangely, and they were worded in a way that I couldn't really put in a lot of the things that I learned, if that makes sense. So it wasn't the greatest exam ever, and also it was literally only an hour and they didn't let us in for ages, so we were literally just standing there for, I think it must have been like 10 minutes until we actually got let in. The class is so small that they just like forgot that we were there, and then we had to wait 20 minutes at the end because they can't let us out until like a certain time. So we were just in the exam hall doing nothing, but at least it's over. At least I don't have to do Christianity again. The only exam I have left before half term is English language, which like I'm not even gonna bother trying to revise for. I might like read up on like model answers maybe, but I don't think there's any point like seriously revising for it because I don't even know how you're meant to do that. So I think I'm just gonna continue doing my history that I was doing this morning. I want to finish Elizabeth sometime soon so that I can focus on everything else, because Elizabeth is one of my like stronger areas of history, I think. And the question formats are a lot easier for me to get my head around in the exam, so it's not as big of a thing. Is 11:33. I got back from my English language exam. I feel like there are very mixed opinions from like everyone. In my opinion, I think the extract that we got for it was so bad. I feel like there wasn't anything to say about it. Like it was literally just normal writing. There weren't like metaphors, similes. There was no like structure that I could comment on. It was literally just a piece of writing. The prompt I feel like could have been better, but like it was okay. So I don't really know. It was an okay test, I guess. It wasn't anything special. It wasn't super amazing, but it also wasn't super bad. But the positive is that I have no exams tomorrow. I just have a completely free day, and then after that it's half term, so I don't have any exams for another week. I haven't like fully decided what I'm gonna do today, like subject wise. I know that I definitely want to do maths revision at some point, but I feel like I need to switch it out with another subject because I can't just do like 5 straight hours of maths. I need to have something in between, you know? So I will figure that out, but I need to wash my hair first because I was literally standing in the line to get into my exam and it just like dawned on me that I like haven't washed my hair because I've been putting it up, so I haven't even been like noticing if it gets greasy, and I was like, oh my gosh, I should probably wash my hair.